Speaking of P.Y. Chew-High... Hey, fellow crabbers, it's your old buddy, it's your old pal, R.D. Reynolds here once again with Wrestle Crap Radio. And as always, on the other end of the tin cannon string is the rosy cheeks to my bowl full of jelly, Mr. Blade Braxton. Lord Alfred! What is wrong with Lord Alfred? He never, gets ready to go. Come on, chop, chop.
He's doing well for an 80-year-old deceased man.
WrestleCrapRadioSucks.com. Remember they called us the Tee-Hee Tickle Party?
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation on the scene at the supermarket. There seems to have been some disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. I was standing over there by the tomatoes, and here he comes.
Kids, once a year, it's time for it. R.D. Reynolds' yearly trip to Black Friday. Biggest shopping day of the year, kids. R.D. Reynolds was out there. It was we had probably been out for about 4.5 hours. And nothing interesting had happened. But then we go to Kohl's. So there must have been 300 people in this stupid line. And we're inching through the store. Oh, so slowly. And I'm starting to feel that I've gotten up at 4 in the morning for this. It's about 9 at this point. And I'm starting to get really drowsy. And then I start going through the bedding section. And I'm seeing all these comfortable blankets. I'm seeing all these comfortable pillows.
Nap time?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Apparently someone else thought the same thing. Right there in the little display bed, some dude was completely asleep. He was just laying there snoring. Someone has the temerity to call this man on his cell phone and wake him up. This is how he answered the phone. What? Long silence. Obviously, it's his wife or his girlfriend. Just reaming him. Where are you? You know, you can guess what the thing was.
Yeah.
So, after she gets done going on for about 90 seconds, the dude became the greatest man ever when he said, "Bitch, I am in line. I am in the store. I'm back in bedding."
I should have bought a pillowcase and had him autograph it. Bedding man.
Bedding man. We have calculator man, and now we have bedding man. Fire up the fax troller, kids. It's obscure wrestling news. This is the kind of news, this is the kind of wrestling news you're not going to get every place else. That video of Nipple H opening a SmackDown, I have nightmares about that. I remembered that before you sent me that video. I had tried to repress it deep in my skull, so I'd never have to see her butt and then her turning and going, "Got your attention?"
Yeah, for the wrong reason. If the mother from Good Times bent over in front of a desk and the camera zoomed in on her big fat ass, that would get my attention, but it wouldn't be a good way.
Speaking of the mother from Good Times, I was never really into that show. Did you like that show?
It's a great show. It used to come on 9 o'clock in the morning in syndication where I live. Watched it every day. You could see a 7-year-old Janet Jackson run around, and Jimmy Walker, and
that
what's
show
his dad's name?
Oh, Amos.
John Ames.
John Amos.
That man has not aged a bit. He ages better than Ric Flair.
And he was scary. He was a scary, scary man. That's why I wasn't down with watching that show. I liked happier, wacky shows like What's Happening?
What's Happening?
Yeah, with Raj and Rerun and Dwayne Wayne.
Classic show. Classic show.
Anyway, we're segueing off, so let me...
ADD Radio.
Speaking of good times, the good times are over for Francine.
Oh, it's tragic.
Mm-hmm.
What a tragedy. She is, you know it's over when she cleans out her closet and puts everything on eBay.
Mm-hmm. The day that Katie Vick outfit appears on eBay, that's the day when you know it's all over for R.D. Reynolds. Francine walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, lady, why the long face?"
Ha, 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 ha.
She kind of has a horse face.
Yeah. Excuse me. You know, there's another woman out there. They say I kind of has a horse face. I've seen some people on the forum have compared Mickie James to a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Says she has a horse face. I don't really agree with that.
Mickie James is just... I don't think she has a horse face. I mean, there are certain looks... Certain women just look like a horse.
I fantasize about Mickie James because she reminds me kind of like a horse, but in a good way. She reminds me of a centaur. I mean this in the most positive way. Yeah, because her bottom half is like so nice and thick. Her ass kind of sticks out, like it's big, it sticks out, kind of like a centaur's horse.
Look out, kids! Look out, Victoria! Mickey's lifting her tail. That's never a good sign. So we've kind of deviated into mythology and all kinds of crap. So let's try and right the ship. There's one way to do that.
How's that?
Oh yeah! Time to open up the mailbag.
How's that bag?
It's full. It's full. Not quite as full as Mickie James' ample backside, but it's full nonetheless. Here's what I want you to do, kids. The next WWE show, I want somebody to get a Mickie James equals Centaur sign on the air. Mickie James is my favorite Centaur. Or if someone would make a big graphic of that and hold it up, where Mickie James is half human, half horse. And I want the tail lifted, like she's getting ready to take a big dump.
I love that woman.
Mailbag kids. Grappler Crappler writes, "Dear the Real Deal Reynolds." Someone figured that out finally. You knew that, right?
What?
The RD stands for Real Deal.
Yeah.
So like I call myself the Real Deal RD Reynolds. So it would be the Real Deal Reynolds.
That's genius.
And Blade Braxton. On the latest edition of WrestleCrap Radio, you discussed Ariel's new boobs and suggested she become Ariel Titty and form the Titties with JT Titty. Remember, we came up with that idea. That's why we don't book. Idea. That's why we don't book shows. I suggest that WrestleCrap simply refer to Ariel as Areola. I'll go along with that. So did you watch Raw this week?
Did I watch Raw this week? Yes, I did.
Anything catch your eye?
Yes, I did. Well, the imminent departure of Spirit Squad.
But the funny thing was about when they boxed them up and sent them back to OVW, I was like, there are a lot of guys. Wait, don't close that box yet. Here you go. Take a Carlito, would you? Who else would you have thrown in the box to OVW?
I would have thrown Candice Michelle in there. Not a big fan of her and her her gypsy waves she does with her.
Yeah, I don't. Candice has never been high on my list. Maybe she had more of a centaur ass. More of a horse tail.
Well, what about Eugene?
Oh, Eugene, in case you haven't been watching, kids, heel turn. So let me explain this to you, okay? He is now a heel retard.
He's rather scary. He scares me. They'll kill you for a bowl of mashed potatoes.
It's one kid, Mongo, forehead as big as a drive-in. Put him in a cage, let him run and dig. I guarantee you there are people in WWE going, well, gee, I don't understand why Chrysler doesn't advertise with us.
He needs a good catchphrase. Can I tell one more offensive, stupid story?
Certainly.
Okay.
Why should we stop now?
There's a mentally challenged girl on the playground. She was on the slipper slide, and right before she went down the slipper slide, she growled.
Whoa. The slipper slide? The hell's a slipper slide?
Swing set, slide, slipper slide. Right? Hello?
Continue. I thought the slipper slide was the big thing that looked like a stretched out garbage bag that you splashed water down.
That's a slip and slide.
Oh, pardon me, Your Majesty. Continue.
Anyway, this challenge girl proclaimed to everybody on the playground, she said, I ain't got a pussy, I got a dick. Slid down the slide. That needs to be Eugene's catchphrase.
If that was his catchphrase...
Mega heat.
Mega heat. Oh my God! What I want you to do is just turn off this radio program, head on down to the Walmart, go to Meijer, go to Target, go to Kmart, break into Blockbuster. If it's 3 in the morning, I want you to pull a Ken Patera and get a big boulder, and I want you to heave it through the window at Blockbuster. Get in there, get you a copy of UHF. Be the best thing you ever did.